Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. First carry for Najee Harris. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Chargers.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Herbert off of play action. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here go 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Takedown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now it's Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Yeah. Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, kill! Here we go, 47! 26! 26!
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Yeah! Here we go! 26! Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide in. 26.
Prescott from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now this one finds McConkey. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Herbert now. Short throw to Disley. Oh, look at the juke. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Again, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Hampton. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession. There he goes, right side. He's to the 20. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Getting home that time to Marvy and Overshow. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. With it is Brown. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Prescott now. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Baylor tight.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hampton. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On the give, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it 24-13.
Chargers 13.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott off play action.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 20, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Got his man, Dell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Operating from the gun. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
Yeah!
Prescott to throw it. Drops it to Blue. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Dancing to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brendan Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Herbert now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A.J. Epinesa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team is clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Now Harris. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end.
it.